What was determined during the Idaho4 scheduling hearing? Fuel me once here, driving instructor of the world. So on June 27th, yesterday, there was a 15-minute maybe hearing, the shortest hearing we've seen in the Idaho4 situation. There were a number of things that the judge wanted to take care of. Judge is a very organized judge. He likes things wrapped up. So he came with an agenda. Judges don't usually do that, but he did. It was awesome. What was missing in a number of different things they took up was the hearing for change of venue. Now, the reason why that was missing is the judge sent a proposed schedule of dates to both the prosecution and defense. He wants to lock down his schedule. It doesn't matter where the case will be tried, he will be the judge. So it's his schedule that's the most important. Ann Taylor said, wait, we haven't had the change of venue argument yet. Judge said, I know, we'll take that up later. And the reason is they got to lock down his schedule first. And they did that. The judge set a trial date with agreement from the prosecution and defense, June 2nd, 2025. Is that set in stone? Well, it's subject to review depending on what happens between now and then. But right now, we actually have a hearing date, June 2nd, 2025, a little less than a year. Judge estimates it will be a 3-month trial. He said 2 weeks to select the jury, 8 weeks of trial, and then 2 weeks of mitigation if he's convicted. Mitigation is what the defense will bring up to show the jury that they should grant some leniency rather than give the DP. That last 2 weeks is only if Bryan Kohberger is found guilty. February 13th, 2025 is set for all motions in limine. Motions in limine means what evidence each party wants excluded. There are some things the defense says, no way, we don't want that, and they'll argue that in a motion in limine. There's some things that the prosecution doesn't want to allow. They'll argue those in their motions in limine. So all of those should be done, Judge said, by February 13th, submitted, and then they'll have hearings on them. March 14th, 2025 will be the trial brief date. In other words, that's when everything should be outlined. There'll be no surprises with Judge. He's not going to tolerate it. He wants everything outlined for each side by March 14th. March 3rd, he will allow the arguments or the evidence for mitigation to come into play to argue. Again, this is not before a jury. The jury will hear all this later. But the state needs to provide their justification for a DP, the statutory aggravators, Judge said, and the defense will suggest those things which a jury should not choose the DP. This is going to be an interesting year. It will take a while. Justice is slow. What will happen during the trial? Well, because Judge is so organized, we will know a lot more about this as the year progresses. Before the trial, we'll know a lot about what's going to be presented. We'll have a witness list. Whether they make these public or not, we're not sure, but these things will all be established. Will Bryan Kohberger take the stand? He'll be on the witness list. We won't know if he'll take the stand. The question of him taking the stand will be his demeanor in court, and so far he's been exceptional in court. And can he control emotions under questioning? That's something that they will test him on. They'll have jury consultants, they'll have case consultants, and they'll have mock trial situations where they're questioning witnesses, and especially they'll do that for Brian Koberger. So we have finally deadlines in this case. There are some more coming, of course, the change of venue and other hearings throughout the year. This is good news. On the road of life, please drive kind.